Okay, so for Deadly Bees is an instance where we can understand why Freddie Francis may not have been so proud to direct these horror films. There's only so much one can do with this premise, but it is solidly executed for what it is. It would have read as a rather dry screenplay. Some of the performances are fairly believable, the photography is decent, the effects aren't ideal. Overall, it is watchable without being particularly impactful, sadly. Superior to 1978's The Swarm, most likely the superior to 1995's Deadly Invasion. I've not seen it, it seems fairly subpar. Perhaps the inferior to 1978's The Bees, a Spanish horror production. There was also 1974's Killer Bees and 1976's Savage Bees, both American telefilms, the former directed by the noteworthy Curtis Harrington. We'll have to see how they go one day. Maybe. Very mid 60s Britain, like a horror comic from the time, which has been extended to an hour and a half feature, typical Amicus, typical of a large portion of Francis's 60s films, would have been a decent, or maybe less memorable segment of one of those many anthology horror titles, but as it stands, one of the weaker Francis films, though still not a bad picture considering what it is attempting to be and the halfway effective manner in which it is ultimately executed. Minor endorsement for the Killer Bees, though I don't expect anyone to enjoy it more than I did, which isn't tremendously so, but hardly a film I can dislike either.